Hello everyone, it is Erin Floto here, and I am going to start a new series. This is Bullet Journalers React, I guess. I don't know. I'll figure out the title of the series while I'm editing this video. But I asked all of you who your favorite bullet journal accounts under 50,000 followers, subscribers, whatever it is, and I got a ton of replies, but the one name that popped up multiple times was Claudia Joseph. So I'm going to go ahead and react to her February plan with me. And if there are any other bullet journalers that you really want me to do this reacts video for, please let me know in the comments down below. I think this is a really fun way of building a bullet journaling community, because I don't see bullet journaling as a competitive situation. I see it as a community where we can uplift each other, where we can inspire each other, where we can build off of each other. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and watch her February plan with me, and let's get right on into it.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be setting up for February in my bullet journal.
I love her intro. Her color scheme is really cute.
I'm pretty excited for this one because
it's so much the rainbow situation that's going on, the neutral rainbow.
I'm doing a very different style than what I'm used to, and I also have a few different types of spreads in this setup that I have never done before. So yeah. So first of all, my theme is inspired by a theme that I saw on Pinterest, and this is by Anna Journals, and I will link their Instagram account down below. For the type,
first of all, this is something that doesn't happen enough in the bullet journaling community, and I really, really love when people link their inspiration. Most of the time, especially on Pinterest, sometimes it's really hard to find those inspiration sources. So I appreciate her putting her inspiration on the screen. And first of all, I love her like really whimsical lettering style as well. So I'm really excited to see that become a very consistent thing in the bullet journaling community. And if you are a part of the bullet journaling community, please, please, please always link your inspiration.
I use this font that I saw on Vanessa Journal's account. I will link their account down below as well. But yeah, I'm just trying a bunch of different new things that I have seen on Instagram and Pinterest. I feel like I've kind of been stuck in this certain style, and I just want to broaden my horizons a little bit. So trying a bunch of different new things.
I've seen this style a lot too, so like really come into things where it's a very abstract style.
Shapes, they're circular shapes, and I chose these pinks and yellows. Actually, it's just like 3 pinkish orange colors and then 1 yellow color. I wanted it to kind of have like a deserty feel. And
yeah, I really love this color scheme.
Markers that I haven't used before. I got these, they're kind of like knockoff zebra mildliner markers. And then I got a pack of these brush pens. I think they're called JC Quill, but I could be wrong. I will link everything down below. And I used a pinky shade from that pack of markers.
Yeah, I love the abstract. It's very scrapbooky. I love it.
And I did, they're just like little doodles. I actually got this from a tapestry that's hanging above my desk. It has like a bunch of like desert things, and it has these little doodles in it. So that's where I got that from.
That's really cool.
And then on the left side of the cover page, I have my quote page, and I just drew a little rectangular box with these little circle doodles around it. And inside I wrote "into the desert," and I thought it would be perfect because this theme's kind of like deserty, and I'm also going to be visiting Arizona in February, so I just thought it would be the perfect quote.
What a perfect theme.
Freaking excited. I cannot wait to get out of this cold place. It's gonna be like 60, 70 degrees over there.
It is really cold. I don't know where she is, but I live in a very cold place.
My monthly overview. I did these little floating boxes and I just put some dots in there to add some color and use that for the dates. I'm actually kind of bummed about this spread because I really regret using that bold fine liner to do the boxes. I just feel like it's a little bit too much.
Oh, I really like it.
I used a thinner fine liner, but can't do anything about it now, so I just have to deal with it. I also feel like I'm not going to have enough.
So I really like that she used a thicker fine liner because like when you're doing your monthly journaling and you're doing these types of pages, a lot of times the doodles that you do around it can take away from the functionality of it. So I really like that the bolder fine liners, I actually really like that look because while your accents are all around the page, your focus is really on the fact that it's a calendar. So that's one of the things that I really like about bullet journaling is the pretty and the function, right? So I like that that brings sort of a balance to the fact that while this is a very artsy spread, it is in fact a bullet journal and you are using this functionally as well.
Room. I didn't really think about that, but like the boxes are a little bit smaller because they're like separated. So I hope I have enough room to write all the stuff that I want to write down.
Yeah, sometimes I feel that way about the floating boxes as well.
You know, that's just what happens when you're bullet journaling. You make mistakes. Anyways, I am.
She's funny.
Now decorating it, so I did the little circle thingies, and
I love this from her because bullet journaling is about making mistakes. That is one of the beautiful things about it, I think, is that it is just so freeing to be able to create your own spreads, but sometimes that comes with mistakes. And it's really important for people to know that when you're bullet journaling, even people that have YouTube channels, are popular on Instagram, all that kind of stuff, that we make mistakes too. I think that's really important for the community to see.
I'm really happy that I chose to do this kind of theme because it's super easy and it was a lot of fun. I didn't have to sketch anything out too much, and it was just fun to just like doodle in a relaxing way without being like stressed that I'm gonna mess up a drawing. So that was
it's very whimsical.
Next up we have my energy tracker, and I'm using this really fun font. It's like you kind of just like go over the letter like a million times and it creates kind of this bubble-ish letter. Scribbly. And it's super easy. It looks really cool, and yeah, so if you're wanting another font to use in your bullet journal, this one is really cool and it's super easy to do. So
I'm intrigued by this energy.
I just wrote down like dates all across the page, and so for each date that you see, I'm going to do one of those little bubble things over top of it, and I'm just going to use the color corresponding to my energy that day. And then I just drew some of those little circular things just as decoration with my fine liner, but that's pretty much how I'm going to use that energy spread. So for this next spread, I decided I would do...
So I really like the idea of an energy spread. I think that's a little bit different than your typical mood spread or something like that, or your productivity spread. Energy is something that gets tied to sleep a lot. I probably would have liked to also see this like alongside something like, me personally, doing an energy spread alongside of a little bit more information like a sleep tracker or something like that. Just because I want to see the correlation, and that's how my brain works. I'm a scientist. That's just that's like where my brain defaults to, is like what is affecting what and how can I up my energy levels. Is my energy higher when I'm doing workouts? Is it higher when I've gotten more sleep? If I oversleep, is my energy down? So those are the things that I like to look for. So if you do some sort of energy spread, If you're like me with your mental status, maybe put it next to some line graphs or something. I think that could be really interesting.
Like a little album review. I've done this before, just once before in my bullet journal, but I haven't like put it on YouTube. I did put it on my Instagram, but I did like a little review of Ariana Grande's new album Positions, and I've decided that I'm gonna try to do one every month, and I'm gonna include it in my plan with me. But yeah, it's just like a really fun spread, and I'm really excited to review a bunch of different albums. This one is Everything Means Nothing by Black Bear. I'm a really big Black Bear fan. It's kind of one of my guilty pleasures.
So that's really cool. I have never seen this before. I've seen like the typical playlist spreads, and I can see why a lot of you have recommended this channel to me, because these are like things that I don't ordinarily see. So I really like the idea of going through an album and then like showcasing what your favorite songs are. And I think that's a really cool thing that I've never really seen.
um, but this is his new album, and I really wanted to do his new album because I've been listening to it a lot recently. But yeah, so I just did the little circle doodles, and I switched off from them like being filled in with color.
This girl is freehanding stars. Props to you. I cannot freehand stars, but props. I love it.
And them just being those little circle things. And I actually went over the circular thingies with the fine liner. I know I'm not really making much sense. Those circle things that I did with the fine liner.
I say that type of stuff all the time.
And after looking at it, I was like, that looks so much better than just like one continuous line. So I actually went back in the rest of the spreads, you'll see in a second, and oh wait, did I already do it?
I like that too because
I went back in the rest of the spread.
I like that too because it's kind of matching that font type also.
And I went over the circular things a bunch of different times to have that effect instead of just one continuous line. So I'm just finishing up adding all of my...
And I like her showing the completion of the spread. That's something that I feel like I don't do enough is I do a lot of setups, but I don't show you the finished product until like 6 months or 12 months later. So I really would like to start filling out spreads as well. But obviously at the beginning of the month is really hard unless like I've already listened to this album, then obviously she can do the rating. But for me personally, I'm just like, I don't put anything at the start of the month that isn't like a daily thing. So I wish I like showed some more. So I really like that she's showing how she's filling out the spread as well.
And I think that's all I'm doing. Do you guys have a favorite song by Black Bear? Do you even like Black Bear? Let me know in the comments and let's talk about him because I love him so much. Okay, anyways, the album got...
I see a couple of them have 6 stars, or maybe it's just the one. Why Are Girls has 6 stars instead of 5.
A 4.5-star review. Some of the songs are complete garbage fires, but a lot of them are amazing and I love them. So yeah, next spread I have my Arizona highlights spread. So I'm just going to print out 2 little photos from my Instax printer and paste those in. I didn't have enough space. I thought I was going to have enough space for 4 photos, but I only had enough space for 2. So I have little spots to paste those in, and then I have little spots to like write something about that picture. So that's going to be a fun little spread. I'm really excited for this. I'm going to be taking Marley. This is her first trip, and we're going to go visit my sister. I'm so excited. I haven't seen her in a really long time. So the only sad thing about this is I'm going to be leaving Bear for almost like 6 days.
Oh no.
And
I assume that's her dog.
That child for more than like 24 hours. So, I don't know. I'm going to miss him so much. I'm probably going to have to like FaceTime him a lot. And I wonder if he is going to be like super sad. Who knows? It's going to be an interesting experience for everyone. I'm also planning on vlogging this trip. I'm going to be doing a lot of hiking and outdoor activities Obviously, I know this is not the safest time to be traveling, but I'm going to take all of the necessary precautions for the plane ride, and then I'm not going anywhere but my sister's apartment and like the outdoors. So
I like that
we're
she's
going to be
mentioning
super
that.
safe. But yeah, I was thinking about vlogging the trip, so let me know if you guys want me to do that because I feel like it would
Of
be
course.
super fun. Okay, so the next spread I have is a brain dump spread. I have been using these a lot recently, so I've been adding these into my setups.
I kind of use my master
So the
task
last
list
and
as a brain
final
dump at this
spread for
point.
this monthly setup, we are doing the first weekly for February. I am so dumb and I didn't leave enough space to do a weekly for the last week of January, so I'm going to be kind of like floating around in space.
I know
What
that
you do it myself.
feeling. I typically when I'm filming my setups, I leave one extra spread just in case I want to do like a Dutch door or something. So at this point in my journey doing bullet journaling and doing recordings and things like that, I have started to leave some extra space because I know exactly what it's like where I'm like, oh no, I didn't leave enough room for that. So I have definitely started leaving too much instead of not enough. So I typically film a couple, usually like 2 weeks out from the beginning of the month. So then I probably usually leave three like 2-page spreads because then that will give me an opportunity to do a Dutch door if I need to do a Dutch door.
I guess I'm just gonna have to like write stuff down on a notepad or something because I'm actually using my bullet journal a lot recently, so I kind of needed it. But
Oh
I
yay.
thought of like doing the last week of January for this weekly spread, but I didn't. So, anyways, for the weekly
I
spread, I
just
decided
didn't.
to do
Sorry.
these big blocks of color for each of the days, and then I also did some of the circular shapes with the fine liner for a few of the days, and
I like this. This is
yeah,
really
so I'm just gonna
creative.
use those as like events and to-do list areas, and then I have a large tasks list. What I like to do is write down all of my tasks for the week, and then I kind of like delegate
Yeah,
them
I've
for
been the
each day.
same
And
recently.
that way I like know everything that I need to do that week and I won't forget it, but I don't have to write it down a million times over and over like for each day. Then I have a section for all my videos that I want to post that week. I'm going to try to be posting a little bit more every week. I know I've only been posting like once a week recently, but I think I'm going to be able to do a few times a week now.
It's
So,
hard.
really
Life
excited
is
about that.
hard.
And then I just finished it up with a few of those little doodles up top.
I
And
think this
that is
looks
it for this
great.
weekly spread. So here's the final flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed this
I love
setup.
this.
And
I
if you
love it.
guys end up recreating it, definitely don't forget to tag me on Instagram so I can see. Also, all the accounts that I used as inspiration are linked down below, like I said. But
Yes.
yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. And I will see you
Definitely
guys
go
in my
subscribe to
next
her.
video.
I'll leave all of her information down below so that you can subscribe and follow her on Instagram and everything like that. I had a lot of fun with this series. This is exposing me to bullet journaling accounts that I don't see. And part of the problem, it's so hard on YouTube because of how the algorithm works and everything like that. Everyone and their mother knows Amanda Rach Lee. Everyone and their mother knows, the really Jenny journals and like the ones that pop up to the top of the search feeds. But it's really hard when you are a smaller creator like myself, like Claudia, because when I'm searching February bullet journals, this doesn't pop up. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this bullet journaling react series, because I think that, especially because a lot of you recommended her, that people that follow me will also like the things that she creates. And I think it is really helpful in terms of the creating a community and really trying to uplift some accounts that are kind of getting hidden away. So with all that said, please let me know anyone else you want me to review down below or react to, whatever this series is going to be called. This is something that I see a lot in other areas of YouTube, so I thought it would be fun to hop on that bandwagon and try to create this in the bullet journaling community as well. If you are a bullet journaler and you have a YouTube account, let's go ahead. Let's start this series. I think it would be a lot of fun. So thank you all so much. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments down below, and by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.